I want to tell you about a day in my life that started very bad, but ended surprisingly good. It was one of those days when everything feels strange, slow, confusing, and a little funny at the same time. When I woke up in the morning, I already felt that something was not normal. I opened my eyes and looked at the window. The light was too bright, and it felt like the sun was shouting at me. I checked the time on my phone, and guess what? I was late. Not a little late, extremely late. I jumped out of bed so fast that I almost fell on the floor. My room was a mess. Clothes on the chair, a half-open backpack, a cup of tea from last night. Everything around me felt like it was saying, "Bro, today will be chaos." I ran to the bathroom, but of course, the water was too cold. My hair looked crazy, like I had just fought a tornado in my sleep. I tried to fix it, but nothing worked. I looked in the mirror and said, "Okay, I guess this is my face today." After brushing my teeth too fast, I opened my wardrobe and tried to find something clean. But nothing was ready. My favorite shirt was gone. My second favorite shirt had a mysterious stain that I didn't remember. My third shirt didn't match my pants. In the end, I chose something random and hoped nobody would notice. I grabbed my bag and ran outside. The moment I stepped out of the building, I realized something terrible. I forgot my keys inside the house. My door locked behind me with a loud click. I stood there in silence thinking, nice, very nice, perfect start. But there was no time to cry about it. I started walking fast, almost running to the bus stop. While walking, I felt the wind kicking me in the face. It was so strong that I had to hold my hood like an old man trying not to fly away. When I arrived at the bus stop, I saw something unbelievable. The bus was leaving, right in front of me. I raised my hand like a dramatic movie scene and said, "No, bro, please." But of course, the bus didn't care. It just continued on its happy journey without me. So I waited for the next one, and waited more. I think I aged 10 years at that bus stop. I even started talking to a cat because I was bored. The cat didn't care either. I was being rejected by buses and cats on the same morning. Finally, the next bus came. I got inside and it was full. Not just full, packed like sardines in a can. I had to stand between two tall guys who looked like bodyguards. One of them was watching a video without headphones. The other was eating something that smelled like boiled socks. I stood there trying not to think about my life choices. When I finally arrived at my destination, I felt tired like I had run a marathon. But the day continued to attack me. When I walked inside the building, I realized I forgot something important. My notebook. All my notes, all my reminders, everything was on my desk at home. I took a deep breath and tried to stay calm. But then something unexpected happened. A friend of mine walked toward me with a big smile. He said, "Hey, I brought extra breakfast today. Do you want some?" I was starving because I left home without eating anything. That breakfast felt like a gift from heaven. We sat together, and suddenly the day started to feel a little less terrible. We talked, laughed, and I even forgot that the morning was a total disaster. Later, another friend told me, "Hey, we don't need the notes today. The teacher canceled the lesson." I was shocked. The universe was finally helping me. In the afternoon, the weather became warm and nice. I walked outside and felt the sun on my face. I bought a small coffee and listened to music while walking slowly. For the first time that day, I relaxed. It was like the universe was saying, "Okay, bro, I tortured you enough this morning. Now take this peace." And the best part came at the end of the day. My neighbor texted me, "I saw your keys in the door. I took them for safety. I'm at home now if you want them." Bro! Everything was solved. The whole day had turned from chaos to comedy. When I finally entered my room at night, I started laughing. I realized something important. Sometimes the day starts terribly but ends beautifully. Sometimes life gives you problems so you can appreciate the small good things: a free breakfast, a sunny afternoon, a helpful neighbor. And that day, even though it began like a disaster movie, it ended like a warm, funny, peaceful episode of a sitcom. And honestly, it became one of my favorite memories.